Hello, motherfucker. How's it going? I hope everybody's doing okay. Congratulations on the first Mr. Maxwell
Hello
and the
there.
second Cyber. General Kenobi. Hi. Morning. Right, I need this up. I love this song. This man can sing. I know Mr. Maxwell's streaming right now, so he can't exactly be like, I'm fine. But I'm assuming he's fine. Is that jumping for you, or is it just me? I've got a feeling I'm going to have to reset up my Spotify, you know. Hey. Static sound again. Right, hang on. Unacceptable. Let's try it again. Is that better? Thank you, darling. Okay, because I will sit and listen to this entire song, and I won't speak. I'll just enjoy the song. I'm gonna hop on over to the game screen. Because who doesn't love a bit of Paolo, right? Hang on. Yes, I hope everybody's doing well. No camera this evening, because I just couldn't be bothered. At least I'm honest. Do. Pop that there. Gonna get a couple of shouties out of the way while I can. I can't remember if I got it set up on the chat screen, hence why I'm gonna do it on this screen. Pro streaming. Gotta go to family stuff for Easter, but I'll lurk. I hope you're having a nice Easter, and thank you for the lurk, Shadow. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you.
Nope, missed.
Ooh. Ow. Ow. Okay, so,
I at least hit it.
Ow. Ow. Okay. I'm okay.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Was this
He
yesterday?
did knock me off the cliff.
This was yesterday.
I fell for a very long way.
Oh. I only asked a question.
Excuse me.
I sound that high pitched.
Woo! Did you see that dodge?
Ooh. Yes, yes, I did.
Total fluke. See?
You're biased. But thanks. Oh shit, I did it wrong. My own bloody things, and I don't even do it properly. Oh wow. No, I think I may have broke it. Oh, I didn't break it. That went well. You looked really happy there. Right, what have we got that's new? Amulets. What's this one? Why does everything sound so bad right now? Like, is that just me? All of the sound thus far is jumping like a bitch. I hope it's just the headphones. Right, we have sound. Oh, I'm not fighting that thing yet. It killed us like 7 times, I remember. I'll come back.
This way.
You lucky I can even remember how to walk forward, man. You've got no chance of us being able to fight something. Thank God. I thought that thing was still alive.
Alas, we're Neathhog.
It was in our way.
Aye, I don't doubt it. Curious, though. What was he doing here?
Odin used roots of the World Tree as part of his spell that kept me from leaving Midgard. Neathhog protects the tree's roots, wherever they are.
Ah, I see. Odin used her.
And she unwittingly paid the price.
Classic Odin.
Didn't protect shit now. Ah. Nope. Yep.
Just make extra noise once the assault begins. If we distract them long enough, Hildisvini and Atreus will have more than enough time to get in and out undetected.
I am not worried for Atreus. He is ready to fight on his own.
This is it. There's an altar behind these vines.
Oh. I'm like, fucking what vines?
Hurry, Kratos. They're all waiting on us. Call on Skoll, please.
Yes, of course. How do I do that?
Are you ready?
I am.
Nope. No, I'm not.
I'm not
Nope.
leaving here without my brother.
I'm most definitely not ready. We're gonna die. Sorry, I got something in my eye. Anyway, oh, we're gonna die. Thought I would then. Let's block
Coming
again.
for you, Ingvi.
Really? Firework?
Completely giving away your position. What idiots. Oh. If it isn't Queen Mistletoe herself. Hilarious.
Oh,
by the way.
I don't want to hurt the horned tiger
Been a
thing.
while.
Heimdall.
And you must be the little half-breed's father. Lucky day. You have a lot to answer for, Sunshine. You too, traitor.
Better a traitor than Odin's lapdog.
Wait, you tell him.
The burden is mine.
I can help.
Doubtful.
I know. But since you are needed elsewhere.
He's right, you know. Sizzles wasn't looking so hot last I saw.
I know you didn't want this, but we know how this ends. See you soon.
Well, we both know that's not true. But don't worry, Frigg. I'll be coming for you and your brother as soon as I am finished here.
Oh no!
Now, what you got?
Woo!
With your reputation, I thought I would at least break a sweat. Gosh, so aggressive, so
Woo!
angry.
Oopsie.
Tie him down, Ghoul
Oh.
Tober.
Forgot about that one. Uh-oh. Ah!
You are the one who killed Baldur?
Yes. I'm surprised at this information too, honestly.
Whoa! What did Ghoul Tober ever do to you?
Woo!
I'm not going to lie. I'm disappointed.
Oh, what a shame. Will you stop hitting me with that shit?
Have some Vibra. On me.
Really? Oh!
Having fun yet?
No. Oh no, don't kill it! Oh.
Oh well, you and me then. Oh. Oh wait, you expected the stick to give you an advantage? Come on, fight me!
I'm trying.
Yawn!
I hate this dude.
The scion of the Aesir brought down by an old geezer's cane. Ah.
Aha!
What the? I can feel your frustration. It is immensely satisfying. What now, bro?
The spear remains our best chance.
Hey, careful! These are new brakes.
It's infuriating. Ah. Excuse me. Oh. You're an infuriating little prick, do you know that?
No.
Hello! Thank you for the follow. Ah. Welcome in, how are you? Ooh, ooh, yes!
You actually hit me.
I know, I'm happy about it too.
Slow down.
I'm not so happy about it now.
I don't remember the last time anyone hit me. You know, pain is not as bad as I remember.
Fuck. I wish I could say the same thing.
Come on, brother. You hit him once. Just gotta find the right opening.
No!
You think you can bring down Asgard? Really? Slow
Having a
down.
beer and bro. Ooh, shit, man, I'm gonna do. Sorry. How do I use this stuff again?
Arm, mine.
Oh, he moved. Fabulous.
Slow it.
Are you winning? How's the OBS stuff going?
You strike like a sloppy cow.
Because that's what I. Oh, you mean I can just hit him anyway? Oh.
There we are. Armor fit for a cop.
Did he just call me a cunt? Oh, I died. Wow. Okay, so that happened. Sorry. So yeah, how goes the OBS stuff? Oh, yeah, we're gonna get. Ha! Bitch.
Slow it down.
Come on, brother. You hit him once. Just gotta find the right opening.
Uh-huh.
Slow down.
You're a bit of a dickhead.
Tiresome.
My thoughts exactly. Ah!
Not as bad as I remember.
Oh, hi, Funky. How you doing?
Slow it down.
Oh, ball
I can't
bags.
decide if I'm more surprised or pissed off.
I know which one I am.
Right, brother.
I'm trying.
You strike like a sloppy cow.
Fuck. I'm glad you're doing well, my lovely. No.
When was the
I'm gonna die again. You're very welcome.
You
Oh,
think
health.
You can bring down Asgard. Hurry.
Fuck.
Haha. There we are. Armor fit for a cop.
Whoop. Whoop. Oh, thank you.
Slow down.
Oh, balls.
Slow it down.
Strike, brother.
My turn. I was just going to cut your head off, but now I think I will take my time with it. Oh, how the children of Asgard will enjoy kicking your head down the street.
Rude.
Slow down. Nobody is coming down. Queen Mistletoe is long gone. It's
Ah, really?
you and me and that traitorous head.
Oh. Oh, no.
You have a lot of nerve. You know that? Enough!
Fuck. Ah.
Slow it down.
He's open.
No.
That's all this is!
Oh, lovely. Lovely jubbly.
You did it! You did it! I knew you would! I just knew you would!
That's totally just phase one.
Wait,
But thank you.
what is going on in that empty little head?
Well, if it's empty, then nothing.
You are going to spare me out of pity!
Let it go. You may live.
Put it through his head.
Is this about the little runt?
Put it through his head.
Oh, now I am definitely going to gut him.
All that. Put it through his head.
This is your final warning.
I don't think a warning is going to cut it.
You think you get to just walk away?
Has he had gold teeth this entire time?
No. That is not how this works.
Oh, of course. Told you to put through his head.
You do not get to decide my fate! You are dead, sunshine.
Fucking knew it! Oh my goodness. What? Are you fucking serious?
You are in way over your head! Don't you know who I am?
Oh. Yes, I do, darling. Don't worry.
Of the Aesir, the Herald of Ragnarok!
I am going to die.
I am going to find that little mongrel of yours and beat his face into a pulp!
Oh my god. I think we really pissed him off.
Only one of us is walking away from this. And it sure as shit will not be you.
No, I agree, mate. I really, really agree with you.
How dare you try and spare me?
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I really advised against it. Just saying.
Very sick of it.
Me too. Oh, fuck. Yeah, bud. Thanks for that. Ooh, wait. Fuck off. Oh,
You can do it!
I tried. Oh, shit. Oh, no.
You are in way over your head.
I know.
Slow it down.
Ah, no. Fuck. No! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, wait! Good shit, maybe. Oh, no, the head! Oh, never mind.
You are watching a master at work.
This isn't who you want to be!
Yeah, it is! Don't listen to him! Do it! Yep, yeah, I am. There we go. I think that went well. Huh? Thank you, everybody. We have an ad starting in 1 minute, just so you know. I mean, are we really just gonna leave him looking at him?
That was just... I don't know if we are breaking fate, or fate's breaking us.
No, I still haven't changed it. I keep forgetting. I mean, he did say it was one or the other, so we had no choice. What's this do? Distort space and time, creating the realm shift. Ooh! You're joking, still? Bloody hell. You're in for a fun one, aren't you? Bonus rage. 3 waves. Bifrost. Poison. Or... What do you think? Should we do the slowdown of time thing, or the one that I was already doing where you slice like 3 sonic blades at them? I feel like the sonic blades is pretty good. Has he had like a load of sugar today or something? That one. Probably a dizzy. So, yeah. Oh, hang on then. I'll try the time one. What was it even on? The relic? Relic. I've got enough to boost them both up, so... Cooldown is... Oh, I've just put the wrong one on. Have I? Did I just increase the wrong one? Oh my goodness. You absolute twat waffle. God damn it. It says there's a new one. No, it doesn't know. Sparkle fucked. Right, we want this weapon to do that. Oh. So it turns out these headphones are like good for bass and if I want to listen to music and stuff like that. But it's struggling with this. As long as it sounds alright for yous, I can tolerate it for now. And I'll just get the replacement wire for my other headphones. I'm gonna have so many headphones.
A little help?
At least the rescue's going well.
Did we just jump? No. We must just jump. Did I miss somewhere to put a spear? Is that what this is? Welcome back from the ads, anyone that had them. I appreciate you for sticking around. How the... Oh. I knew that. The fact that there's some of these just lying around is very unnerving. Making me nervous. Oh, that's why it's making me nervous. Oh my.
Yeah, so guess what? We got hit by another ambush.
We need to get him out of here.
I'll cover him, but we can't get through the door. We're trapped.
That was sheer dumb luck. I need that to be known. Take that! And some of this! One of those, you motherfucker! Oh my god. How are you alive? Excuse me. Thank you. Fucking have it. No, what are you doing? Oh my god. Where is this person? Oh. That was kind of funny.
Whoa! The big guy.
Show off. Oh wow, he is unfazed as fuck. How about fuck that? Oh my goodness. Really? Really? We're going to die because you're a moron! Woo! Woo! Bible! He hit me with a Bifrost. Are you serious? So he's a big guy. Gosh golly. Oh, hi big guy. Can you stop doing that? That'd be great. Fucking twat him! Oh, no! That's twatting me! No! Damn it! Yeah! Woo! No! Leave me alone!
Shield strike now!
I am! Oh my god! That'll do it. Wait, no, wait! Not what I wanted! That's what I wanted.
Can you move? Not sure, but
Ta-da!
no. Sit tight. We'll figure something out.
We will? Okay.
We need to move.
Yeah, I got that. Where though?
I will carry him.
You what?
Oh,
No, I can make it.
shut up.
You cannot.
Ow, ow, ow! Easy.
You want to poke him in the rear? What can I say? I am a savage. Savage!
Got company back here.
Thank you!
Oh, no. Archers ahead! Oh, seriously?
To do something about it. Oh. Oh, that works. No cam today, no, my lovely, no cam today. Bandy poopies.
I'm a Trey. You okay? Alright. No, just hold on.
Back off. No cam today. How are you? How's it going?
We gotta be close, right?
I fucking hope so. Oh my goodness.
Keep going. We're almost at the river.
You dropped a tree on me.
How about a girl?
I'm gonna call you that from now on, you fucking not. You called me that, I'm calling you Woods.
Where's the boat?
Let's throw it in the river.
Hurry now. That won't hold them for long.
Of course. Yeah.
Freya's boat.
We'll regroup. We should go.
Kind of a cool boat. How are all you lovely people doing anyway? Who needs cams? There's more than enough PNG tubers out there. Proof that it isn't necessary. Exactly, my lovely, exactly. Just drinking root beers, trying to relax. I've got a busy morning tomorrow. Oh, what you got planned?
Okay. This is bad.
Hang on.
Work. Ah, I see.
You should have seen your faces.
But a dancing PNG while talking is nice though. I mean, it probably is, but we're not that posh here. We are paupers.
We're flying!
I knew it would do that.
and I mean, you've got to pay the bills somehow, haven't you? Oh, fabulous. Did you just throw a fucking grenade?
There's another one!
I knew this was going too smoothly.
Little help?
They're too fast!
Lightning flashbang! Are you sure you're just drinking root beer? Oh god, is he gonna do a self-sacrifice thing?
No! For
So there's... what? Yeah, there is no Thor around, so bring me the lightning in a bottle. I mean, that is kind of fair, yeah. Oh no! Aww. That's unfortunate.
Damn it, Peter.
I'm normally looking at bearded men or VTubers.
I really think that's the end of
So it's a nice variant here. Not today. To be fair, I'm normally looking at a bearded man as well.
Dirt out of his nails with the beast's feathers. We'll see. He...
I am bald and
We're
shaved.
almost there, Ingvi.
That is
Just
fair.
hold on a bit longer.
I don't suppose I have much of a choice.
You're just solar powered, man. Not wrong with being solar powered.
Lunda! Lunda, we need cloth and boiling water. Red root and
Lamb's grass, I know. You think I never staunched a bleeder before? Oh, now don't you go worrying, boss. I didn't go through any of your stuff while you was off being tortured.
Damn it!
You've got longer hair than me. Well, I do shave half of my hair off, but that's
You like a damn pig?
that's
No.
cool.
Freya, mind giving her a hand? We're just taking over entirely?
Hold still. She'll just get you stable so I can take you to Sindri's house.
Yeah, let her put the magic
We'll protect
glitter
the realm in
on
your
your
absence.
side.
The four of us.
Vanaheim's in good hands.
Party at Sindri's house, huh? Whoever that is.
Your boat.
Nope. Your boat.
Oh, cool. We got a magic boat.
Take it. Sail the skies. Sun yourself on its bow. You look like you could use it. Make a Vanir god proud.
What on earth was in that glitter?
He gave you his boat? Nice.
He left me no choice.
Because it was necessary. Not because it was written.
I'm talking about longest kept hair. Don't worry about the parts you shave. I shave the underside of my head. I like having an undercut.
Prophecy holds Galahorn is the herald of Ragnarok. Whatever it does.
I read
Mind
about it in
religious,
Odin's
that is
library.
fair.
Supposedly it...
Hold it, Atreus. We will discuss in private.
I'm sorry, love.
As long as your mohawk is well maintained.
I was trying to find my way back here. Watched over me as I slept. I never thanked him.
I debated having a mohawk when I was younger. But then I figured people already try and, like, mistake me for being a lesbian. So I probably shouldn't encourage them.
Yeah?
Ooh, spear upgrades. Nice. Kind of recovery. What's this do? Oh, that's luck. That has nothing to do with my vitality. Oh. That's what we've got on. Can we... Oh, we can upgrade what we already have. That's fine. It's a waiting dragon braids. Just need the time and the money to have it done again. That'll be cool. Don't worry, Ollie. We know you're joking. It's all good. Oh, I can't update that. I can't update that. Okay. Let's have a look.
And the kid?
Can fuck off. I actually quite like that shield so far. We're doing good with that one. Fine. Can't upgrade. Can't upgrade. What is this? Last time before I had to have them removed, they were like 3 foot long. That's cool. I haven't had hair that long in years. Gets on my nerves. Please don't behead me and use my bald dome as a bowling ball. Ah. Alright, I suppose saying yes so nicely. Spoil my weekend plans. God damn it. Permafrost skill gauge is fully charged. Axe hits will restore health. But incoming damage is increased. That's not as helpful.
What about your boy? Big man?
I don't like that it still has something like saying that I haven't saw. What have I not got? Oh, go away then. There's nothing that there.
Need something special?
Probably. I need that. Dragon braids are a way to make it easy to maintain. They grow and become like dreadlocks. That will be cool. Sell. No artifacts. No.
Now, what else was there?
Ooh, the fuck are they? Oh, wait, hang on. Celebrate 2 decades of fashion. Oh, is it an appearance, is it? Oh. Nice. I had long hair once. But I didn't like stumbling over all the time. Is that why you're bald now? Oh, sure. That's fair. Just at that age, man, it's just part and parcel. It will pass. It was as long as I was tall. Well, Rapunzel, I'm glad you've moved on since then. I think the longest my hair ever was, it was under my backside. Like about mid-thigh my hair got to. Ooh. So we've got loads of this Dark Odyssey business. So why would I... It doesn't give us any stats. It's just an appearance. So why give it as an option? I thought I already put that on. I'm only 5'4". Are you? Oh, didn't know that. So, my hair was long for me, as I am short. Like Dark Odyssey. Well, I mean, they look pretty. I mean, see, because you got that one, which is nice and all. Then look at that one. You can't tell us that's not nice. "5'4" is taller than me. Oh. I'm 5'7" if we're sharing heights on the dot as well, because my spinal surgeon was like very particular, apparently. I'm a small bean. Oh, Howie, look at that, man. That looks a bit snazzy. Excuse me, I was not done. Short kings, exactly, short kings. I kind of like... I like that one better myself. 5'1" isn't tall at all. It's taller than 5 foot. I shop clothing in the children's section. Do you know how much money you save by doing that? And how many cool things you can get by doing that? Ooh, what's the Dark Odyssey gear look like? I do like the bear stuff, though. Should we just have a look for the sake of it? I had growth inhibitors because of my knee joint giving up on me. That's fair. I was given the old, if you smoke, you'll not grow very tall. I must be destined to be 6'2" then, because I smoked for quite a while and I'm still a perfectly respectable height for a hobbit. You're on the shorter end of the spectrum. I'm just on the spectrum. So that's what we look like in Dark Odyssey gear. I'm not gonna lie, I prefer the bear. Like all women, apparently. I prefer the bear. I feel like a giant. Here, I'll be the giant when I get my goth boots out. Don't forget Mr. Maxwell and Chatter Bearded Dad, they're both part Ent. Yeah, I prefer that. Come on then, child. Oh, okay, that looks cool. Go sit in the corner, you giant. This is the little people time. Yeah, you go sit in the corner and I'll go sit on you. With you. Sit with you. Let me get a ladder so that I can gnaw at your kneecaps. That's fucking brilliant.
Heimdall is dead.
Good.
Is it?
Look, I don't know from fate, but I know Heimdall was a prize-winning taint stain with a capital stamp. If he was gonna hurt your boy,
I love this little
it's a
blue
good
man.
thing he ain't around no more.
The Norns didn't quite see it that way.
The opinion of them three shut-in spinsters ain't worth a goat fart in a hurricane. You did what you did. No need to fret about it.
Cyber knows I love him, really. Everybody loves Cyber. Right. Oh, was that the big pig dog thing? Where's that?
So, what do we do now?
Lay low.
Apparently I'll go this way.
Rest. And then we continue the fight.
It is the pig dog thing. Apparently. Yeah, everybody loves you.
Helga smells something. Could be important. Maybe we should follow her.
It could be truffles. It's a fucking pig dog. Fucking mushrooms.
Tracks.
Helka's.
Is this the one with Fenrir? Yeah. It is indeed.
Where are you leading us, girl?
Into a tiny little hedge.
So, what do you want to do now? We don't have to go straight home, do we?
Look! Tracks from the olfactorily gifted hound. Seems we're on the right path.
Hey, girl, we're here.
Hang on, I'm sorry. Where were they seeing tracks?
Guess we should follow her.
Am I guessing right to say this isn't your first playthrough? Technically... Oh, what does 2020, 21 mean then? How? Hello, one man. How are you doing, me lovely? Technically, this is my first playthrough. I played the last one. I completed it. The only thing I need to do is like the final thing to get it all platinum trophied. But I know how it ends, so I've got no spoilers on that front. How are you anyway? How's it going?
Guess
How has
what?
your Easter weekend
While
been?
Odin was giving me a tour, his ravens took us to
More
Svartalfheim.
paw prints.
Little slobberball's quite the tracker.
One second. I'ma just do this and then do this and then do that and cut. Ciao. We need to get you some clips, Mr. Circus. Oh, hello. Ah! Camera too far. Camera too far. Something different today.
I dare say she's got a
Self-preservation and looking after one's partner. I would say looking after one's partner is potentially self-preservation
Turn
in
into an animal every once in a while.
itself, innit? I'm good. A lot of running around different relatives. Ah, I see. I'm glad you're good. I'm looking forward to the discounted chocolate that's going to begin tomorrow. Oh, so excited.
And there she goes.
All these £5 Easter eggs people have been getting, I'm going to get for like 20 pence. Okay, maybe not 20 pence. But you know, a lot cheaper. And I'm going to get all fat and sassy. Beyond a Steel Sky. Ooh, I've not heard that game
Mimir,
before.
If I met someone I liked, how would I know if they, liked me too?
Is there someone?
No. I was just curious. Actually, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
What do I mean by clips? So there's an option when you're on Twitch. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the screen you're looking at now. If you hover your mouse, there's potentially, it looks like one of them clickboards. And it'll let you create a small video of a certain section, normally 30 seconds to a minute, unless you want to edit it yourself, just to capture like a memory or a part of something that was in a stream. For example, That's a clip.
Jesus!
Looks like we're on Hauke's trail.
You can create commands if you have like stream elements or something like that, where, for example, in my stream, if you type !clip, it will clip the last 30 seconds of gameplay, and then I'll edit it later or just leave it as it is, depending on what you've got. But you can set it so the chat can do it like that, or you yourself can go through your VODs and potentially make a clip, or someone that's watching you can click that little, what did I call it again? You know, like the movie clock thing in the top corner. I think it's in the top corner. We will get you some clips, sir. We will. Made one, but I can't post it. Oh. If you give us a second, I'll quickly pop on and post it for you. If you're in the Discord, you can post it in there. If that could help. Sometimes they fail. No, I think I've got it set so only moderators can put links in the chat. I can use voice commands to clip mine out. Oh, that's canny. No, I can't post links. Hang on. What, even in the Discord? Should be able to. Bear with us. I'll get the link for it for you. Oh, go away, stupid bot. So that's the clip that Ollie just made. Yeah, I thought I only had it set to moderators. It's so a lot of the bots can't just post random links in. Saves me the bother. No, reach the target. Hit the target. That's fine. But if there's ever a moment in any of your VODs, or any of your streams if you leave VODs behind, where you think it's quite funny and you want to go back to it, you just, if you try and keep a memory of roughly where it was in the VOD, you can go make your own clip.
We can't follow her at this time of night.
I made one for educational purposes. That's absolutely fine with me. I can always go and delete them later if I need to. It's not a problem. My new nickname should be Brittany because I'm loving them spears, oh dear. I mean, I've also shaved all my hair off and occasionally have mental breakdowns as well, so I suppose it would be reasonably fitting. Damn, I need to get better at stream elements. Everybody starts off with absolutely no knowledge. I don't know well, I know a couple of things on stream elements and that's it. My general technological knowledge only extends to, if I turn it on and off again, does it work? Or Vlad the Impaler. Oh. Do you know what? Vlad the Impaler's a good thing for never giving up on your dreams. He didn't start becoming a menace to society until he was in his 30s, and now he's infamous. Never give up on your dreams, people.
We're coming, Helga. Can't be far now.
Before that, he was just plain old Vlad. Hey, you take inspiration wherever you can find it. Don't let the memes be memes. Don't let the memes be memes. What's with the fire? Where?
Claire, that's gotta be Birger. She wants us to rescue him.
Good for him. Oh, why have I got...
You can head back now, Helga. We'll take it from here.
We have a boat. Bye, pig dog thing. Now we're just gonna sit here awkwardly in a flying boat. As you do.
How could Birger have survived a fall like that?
Magic, perhaps.
Let's make sure to ask once we've extricated him from this situation.
It's a shame it won't let us look around any further, because I imagine the views would have been really nice.
Should be easy to find Birger from up here.
Boat and this is like the ultimate origami, isn't it?
On that note,
Oh, bollocks. Never mind. It's letting me see the views now. Oh. Alright, Captain America. Calm yourself.
I'm fine. You?
well, he seemed angry. What do you suppose that means?
We are going the right way.
Where are we anyway?
Looks to be the ruins of a once thriving Vanir settlement.
What happened?
Don't rightly know.
More reason to find a way out.
Indeed. Oh. Don't mind if I do. Oh, look, a door. So we have a chain there. I'll go on you in a second, cause I want to know what's over here. Probably something that's gonna kill me. Yep, definitely something that's gonna kill me.
That signal. Birger's alive.
Not for long if that dragon has its way.
It will not.
Just look around,
Do
boy.
you see what I'm seeing?
A lightning bolt.
You will see.
Except it's frozen.
Like the one made in my fight with Thor.
Had to
why would
load
there
up
be
the
one just
PC,
like it here in
Twitch
Vanaheim?
on my phone wasn't allowing us to type in chat. Oh. Okay. How very dare it. Oh, I don't want to go. Aww. I'm gonna fight a dragon fall. Nomad! Hello! How are you, my dear? Twitch app is buggy, but yeah, it has been today. Oh, fuck! No. No. Ah! Right, where's my fucking axe? Great. I'm trying to do a thing, mother... Stupid thing. I'm in proper mod mode now, so you can concentrate on the game and chat. Thank you. Yeah, you sort that out. How you doing, Nomad? How's your weekend been? Oh, shit. I pressed the wrong button. Stop it. I'm trying. Ah, go back. I mean, yeah. Being slow, calm, and quiet. Ooh, nice. I think that is good, yes. Sounds good. Hello there, welcome in. How are you? Really good, in other words. Good, I'm glad.
Hey, Mimir, do you ever notice Thor talk to his hammer?
Oh, still doing that, is he?
Yeah. Is he, like, charming the steel or casting
What on
spell or
earth is
something?
growling?
Oh, just a
Hello?
weird bloke.
It's just a weird bloke. That's brilliant. All right. Where's that coming from? Okay. You just growl at your cell, mate.
Growth thingy looks weird.
Hey, what do you know? Oh, there he is.
Isn't that
Oh,
interesting?
God.
What is it?
Haven't a clue. Plenty interesting. So, crystals are valuable.
Ow. Ow.
Find a use for it.
Great. Fabulous. Love that for us. Okay. Fireball. Nope. Fireball. Really? No, no effect. Wonderful. Can't even remember the last time I went out for a pint and I still don't miss it. Ooh! Well, that went well. What? He turned with it? Ooh! Jesus. You are a mad giant man. Alcohol is evil anyway. Nothing's really good for you if you don't moderate it, is it? Pandy, you played anything like Elden Ring? I have. I've completed Elden Ring 3 times, actually. Oh, believe it or not. Fireball! I missed. Of course it did. Why would I? Really? Fuck my life. What? Treat him like one of the time-based bosses then. Oh, don't be silly. I didn't play... Oh. I didn't play Elden Ring with any form of skill, for God's sakes. Oh, no. Did I... I thought I had a stone. Did I miss the thing? Because I looked at chat. I prefer me my tea. Ooh, I do like a good bit of tea. I don't go out much either. I barely drink. You didn't press the button. Yeah, I realised. Well, I looked down, didn't I? Because I'm trying to talk to you lovely people. I barely drink at home. Just finished the last of my beers that I've had for over 2 months. Excuse you. I rarely drink as well, to be honest. I can drink if I want to, but I think the last time I honestly had a drink other than the tequila rolls I had to shoot the other day because, well, yesterday, because I swore within 30 seconds of getting the no swearing. I think it would have been New Year's, to be honest. Oh, wait, no, that's a lie. I had a glass of sangria a couple of days ago because my housemate was having a rough time. Right, look, neither of us are happy with this situation, okay? Really? No, nothing. You died. I did. Hello, Mr. Maxwell. Oh my god. All right, away. Good talk. Also, look. Yeah, beat the boy up. Unsweetened tea. I'm not barbaric. I like tea. Oh, for goodness sake. Fireball. Wasted. Why aren't you locked on? That would be very helpful. Nope. Whoopa! Ooh, that was close. Ooh, spicy. Really? Oh god. That hurts. Oh god. No! I'm stuck on a rock. Fuck! Thank you, child. Fuck off. Fireball. Fuck. Oh, I tried to jump and I failed. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Fabulous. Oh, not so fabulous. I need a health. My kingdom for health. Oh, well then. shit. Ah, fuck. I don't like that part. Right, what have I missed? But in general, either... Thank you, Funky. Either ginger, lemon, or green tea. I do like ginger.
Green tea.
I know. I'm sorry. Sweetener is undesired in all kinds of things. Humanity just eats far too sweet nowadays. I mean, yeah, but it tastes good though, doesn't it? I blame it on Norwegian and German heritage. Fair. Oh, we got so close. What's that blue thing? Ah! Jump sideways, jump sideways. Break the circle. My God! The only thing I'm breaking is my own face. Oh, shut up. I'm stuck on the fucking rock. Oh my goodness. Nope. I quit. I don't quit. I technically don't quit. I got stuck on the rock.
Emotional damage.
Shut up. Should I try with the spear instead?
Unacceptable condition! Unacceptable!
Oh my goodness, really?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked
Will
up.
you piss off? Are there any more buttons you'd like to bash? Lurk but listening. Oh, bless you, Petal. Thank you for the lurk. I'm sorry this is what you have to hear. But not British by default. Huh? But not British by default? Panda blocks with our face and then pulls out the shield. Yeah, I know. That's how I roll. I don't roll correctly either, but we'll get to that. Right, so shield didn't work. Shield didn't work? No, shield didn't work.
We can do it!
Thank you! Nope, that did fuck all. Oh well. Okay. Talking about tea makes us old, but not British. Fair. Oh, oh no, I'm gonna sneeze. Ah! Sneeze. Right, let's try not to die. I promise nothing.
Do it.
Ah! Ow. That shield's really irritating. bitch. Spank it. Nope. Really? Oh my goodness. I hate this bit. How did I not have time to dodge? Or jump, or whatever. Adds in 48 seconds! Fucking shield? Oh, fuck. Nope. Fireball. Health. Precious health. Fuck. Can I shield that? That would probably help, wouldn't it? No. I do not. I do not feel good at all. See? Ah, okay. Much better. Fireball! Motherfucker! Ah! Fuck. I don't have a thing anymore, do I? No. This time, potentially, probably not. Well, anyone on the ads is just going to have missed me die in shock horror.
You are watching a master at work.
Did I notice what? Where's that from? Oh no, I didn't notice I hit a follow a goal, did I? Ooh! Yay! Master of that. Fuck yeah, I am. I block with my face. Here, we are not here for good gameplay. I've even got it in the bloody tag. Alright. I think you're taking the piss a bit there, mate. Ooh. Bitch. Hey, that's cheap. Motherfucker. Hello, Anomaly. How are you, my dear? Ah! Shit the bed! That was rude. I was saying hello. Oh my god. Thank you, both of you. Wish someone would back up onto me like that guy.
The last like 2 minutes of this game has been ridiculous so far.
Fireball. Dude! My goodness! Me and Spyro were playing Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, awesome! Me and Cyber have started a new thing of Baldur's Gate 3. Cause it's crossplay! Ooh! I look down, can you tell? How are you how are you enjoying it? And what part are you up to? Oh, how we haven't got time for this shite. I hate that shield. Yeah. Oh, that was mean. Really? Hi, Bearded. How are you? Still in Act 1. She's enjoying it. Is it our first playthrough? Ooh. Oh, shit.
Oh, do you have 7 hits? I don't think you can get him. He's 3 blocks out.
Huh? Ready to get out my bunny You're in a bunny costume? Oh, and I missed it? Oh my goodness. No! See, I'll have to go and watch back your VOD things now.
Damage.
It is. You are a dickhead, sir. Really? Really? That's why you don't have any friends. I need to find health. No, what are you doing, you stupid motherfucker? Are you health? Nope. My kingdom for some health? No? Okay, fine. I'm not cute, I'm very scrawny. Yoasty! Hello, Ham Slice, how are you? Thank you. Ah! Oh, hello. Oh, I would die when your voice came on, wouldn't I?
What are you up to at this hour anyway?
Well, if you must know, I'm playing a game. There he is, my sandwich filling. Oh, scary. Sorry. In my defense, I quickly looked at chat and then got my arse handed to us. So, Yeah.
No, gringe.
Look at how close we were, though. Groundhog fight. Or if you're a fan of Supernatural, it's Tuesday. Hi, Hi, Gracel. How are you, my lovely? What happened? Oh, I died. You know, the usual. I'm feeling mighty toasty here in this lovely chat. Good. I'm glad that Yosti is feeling toasty.
But that's for later. The grind never ends.
It doesn't, you're right.
Okay, let's start a twerk party.
Oh, he's straight in with the aggression. Jesus. How about you go pick on somebody else, motherfucker?
Everyone away.
Just had some food and rest. Good. I know you streamed a long time today. Did you have a good stream though, at least? Oh. You're being very mean. I don't much like you. It wasn't my idea to save you. Ah! Damn it. Really? Really? Oh my god! Oh, Gee's here as well! Hi, Gee! No, I didn't break the camera.
Richard Cheese, thank you. Richard
I just couldn't be bothered to get presentable for humans tonight. Ow. I'll be with you all very soon, because I'm probably going to die in a second, so you know. Really? Motherfucker. Fireball! Too soon.
You can do it!
Thank you! I probably can't though.
Time for a little drinking pool. Cheers, genitals.
I'll do that in just a moment. I mean, I feel like that's more fitting, yeah. Oh! Fiddle flumps! Is there any more help? No, that's not, no. All I wanted some health. And maybe for the kid to actually do some damage. Oh, balls. Right, what did I miss?
Oh Grande!
Had a raid at the end, so thought I might as well stream longer. That is fair. That is fair. She is smashing it at the minute. It's so cool to see. Like, every time I go on Graceful's stream, she has like 50 more followers or something. Okay, that might be a slight exaggeration, but like loads more followers, and she has so many people, and she's just so cute. It's awesome to see. Chat keeping me busy. No, they are. There's humans in chat. I hope so. I don't have the luxury of not putting a cam on. People only turn up to simp on me. Well, you do got that cake.
Stop it.
Nope.
Stop. No.
Don't worry, I'm a bot. Shh, you're not meant to tell him. I paid good money to make sure nobody would tell him. God. These travellers are such fun, aren't they? Travellers? I feel like I missed something there. And there's another follow for Graceful. Yay! Graceful's good streamer. She good. Whose balls? Whose balls? Whose balls? I'm confused. Oh, did I say ball? I love how everyone says stop. That thing you were fighting, I'm pretty sure they're called Travellers. Or am I remembering that wrong? I don't know if he was calling. I heard we're doing a follow spam. Yeah, Graceful gets follows. And if you're not following anyone in the chat, you should all follow each other because you're all amazing. I learned a lot from you. No, don't be silly. The only thing you'll learn from me is bad gameplay. See? Ah! You're a bit of a bitch. Do you know that? Your mom sells Avon. Yeah, I said it. Avon! Ah, jump too soon. Right, I'm actually going to save that health over there for when I need it, which will be in about 2 minutes. See? Told you. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Fuck you! Now let me go. Give it. Every time I find a new streamer, I end up following like 20 other new people. That's why I always have about 18 people tapped at once. Well, it's the best way though. We all just help each other out, don't we? Ah! Oh shit, too soon. No, no. Ah! Hey, naughty. Dickhead. Fireball! Will you fuck off, turn the wrong way? Ha ha ha! I don't know what happened there, but fuck you! My thoughts exactly! God damn it. Turn around! Turn around!
Unacceptable condition! Unacceptable!
My goodness. Ha ho ho! Fuck you! Yeah! Suck my dick!
That about it. Maybe that journal he dropped could tell us more.
That went well. We get there eventually, guys. We may be
Written by. Dear God.
You did it!
That's who
You
this
did
fella has
it!
it out.
I knew you would! I just knew you would!
We may leave room for improvement, but we get there. I was right, they are travelers. Woo, go me. Yeah, go you. I didn't know what he was called. I was just thinking of many things to call him.
Wow.
Thanks. Wow. Right, what is this? Why do you... It looks kind of important. Why did the floor vibrate?
Feel that?
Yes, I did. I don't like it. I don't know. Oh, I don't want to go now. I don't want to. Ooh. Exactly, Gristle. We all have to support each other. That's what friends are for. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Now you have to fight two of them. Oh, I swear to God. Now the actual boss comes, he was just one. I know. I mean, we've got another hour, so I might get through phase 1 by then. You never know. Stranger things have happened. Hello, Sirius. Now you have to fight me. I couldn't fight you.
This is what it comes to.
Thank you, love. Oh, never mind. Stop working. But thank you. How you doing? How has your Easter weekend been? Can you... Thanks.
I don't understand. Ganyer used to live here? It's just a crater.
It wasn't a crater when they lived here, lad. Something happened to it.
What? Like
I got you, boo boo.
explosion? It'd have to be huge.
Doing well. How are you? I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Plodding on. Only died about 15 times, you know. Doing good. Motherfucker.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello. Thank you for the follow. Follows are anonymous, so feel free to just lurk or hang out and have a chat. But welcome, thank you. Oh, God. You're an asshole. Take that. Thank you for the lurk. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna have to smash that. Thanks for the follow, guys. Feeling pressured now to stream twice a month and start. No, gosh, no. Thank you for the lurk. Flying fish face. I like it. Will I reach from here, do you think? I don't think I will. No. Thank you, Funky. Oh, it's Brock.
This place has looked
Bird. Kill the bird.
I knew he'd left something behind.
But yeah, you just stream as much as you want. People work around you, you don't work around them.
What you need now?
I don't know. Help in so many different ways. I don't think you qualified though, if I'm honest. I just don't work. Same. I work on being a menace to society. Ooh, hello there. It reduces your luck a bit, but... Oh, what's that one? Reduces defense. Increases cooldown. That's pretty cool, actually. What do we think? Reduced luck or reduced luck and defense? Oh. Increases damage caused by flames and vaporize and frost. You didn't need to work hard on that, you already are. I know. But, you know, sometimes you've got to try and put a little extra oomph into it. Keep people on their toes. I've run out of fluids. Oh no. I also need to adjust how I'm sitting. Ooh. The cripple is real. Ugh. Where'd my pillow go? 1 minute. Hold, please. That's a bit better. Right. I like that one.
That'll keep your bits in all the right places.
I mean, I should be able to stream full time since having to quit work to care for the wife. But always seems to be something comes up. So usually I just end up sat watching Twitch instead. I mean, that's fair. Life gets in the way of lots of things, man. That's just how it is. I hope things get better for your wife, though. Oh, can't increase it yet. Okay. Oh, we got, like, lots of dragon and shit. Oh, we could upgrade those. Yeah, I'm going to upgrade those.
Damn! Am I good or what?
Alright, so... No, I'm going to upgrade that as well.
You won't get so much as a paper cut in that.
You can upgrade it twice? Nice.
It fits.
It fits. Oh, I can upgrade that twice too.
Damn! Am I good or what?
So hang on then, do I get a bonus for them all being that? I should have checked that first, shouldn't I? It's not even that. It's that. Doesn't look like it, oh well. Woo-wee!
Wait.
Oh, wait. There was! Not for any of that, though. I just needed...
You make up your mind.
Oh, I don't do that here. Okay. I don't know what it's trying to, like... What bit I haven't apparently looked at. Can I upgrade something? Is that what I'm not seeing? No. Right, we've gone through everything there.
Something for the kid?
His bow is maxed out.
Make up your mind?
I fucking did make up my mind.
About time I had something to do.
Not enough silver. Can I sell something?
Yeah, I'll take your crap. Hand it over already. Hitting the road or...
Right, that's what I wanted. Edit appearance. To the bear. Is that already on the bear? Yep, bear.
Chewing the fat.
Chewing the fat.
When you knew Faye, was she...
Let me stop you right there, killer. Brock ain't one to go breaking no confidences. Not even when it comes to the dearly departed. You don't hear me spreading your business all over town, do you? Smiths don't blab. It's just how it's gotta be.
Hmm. What the hell is that? That's some kind of spider. Nope.
Sather.
Huh. That growth thingy looks weird.
Take that. Maybe not that way. Nope. There's a gateway. Right, are we okay? Can you just get up the fucking... Thank you. Ooh. He had it coming. Lock on, thank you. Take that, you bitch.
Some Vanir turned to dark magic to defend
Is that
themselves
really
from
stuck
Aesir.
behind there away from me? There we go. I thought it wasn't gonna let us get her there, you know. Will you just climb? Thank you.
What's it say, brother?
I don't know. Oh, look, it's moon and... yeah. And then we... Hi-ya! Get a bit of health. Ah, okay. Right. I hate those things. They always mean I'm gonna die. Well, here we go. I didn't actually jump at that one. That's... Go me!
You've got him! Master Kratos, what an excellent job you've made of it!
I do not need your encouragement.
Oh no, I've offended you. Oh no.
I think you hurt his feelings.
Be nice to the squirrel. Bitch. That was unnecessary. It's a cute thing. Anything else? Well, I think we can use the boat there, can't we? Why does the squirrel sound like Cade of Destiny? I don't know. Could they be the same voice actor? I've not played Destiny, so I don't know. First-person shooters aren't exactly my kind of thing. I know, hard to believe. With my amazing aim and gameplay, I don't play Destiny, but yeah. Saving some glory for the rest of you. Whoa! AFT. Ooh, what's that? What's that?
Isn't that interesting?
What is it?
Haven't a clue. Hence the
Ah.
interest. Still, crystals are valuable. Perhaps we'll find a use for it.
Oh no.
The dragon's back, and it's angry.
Of course it's angry. Oh my god! Really? No, no! I'm sorry. Because it is. Ah, well, there you go then. A lot of, like, voice actors in games. Like, oh, hello, Bella. You okay? There's, like... I'm trying to think of how to word it. Because my brain's not working. You don't have many of them, so they're in a lot of games, essentially. Or you don't have many of them that get hired, I suppose. I could be wrong. I probably am.
What's this plate doing here?
Must have been built recently.
Leave it the fuck alone, then.
How are we gonna get to Birger? No way across this canyon.
Let's look for another path then.
Well, I'm alive. Hello there!
What would you have us do?
Came back at night. They'll change somehow.
Ow. Ow. Oh, there it is. Up. Time to head off to bed. Thank you for the streams. And looks like I stumbled upon another awesome little community. Yeah, you did! So we're about to catch you all again. Good night. I hope you have a good night. And sleep well. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you. And hopefully, whenever you do eventually get to stream, I will be able to catch one of yours and say hello.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello. Thank you very much for the follow. Feel free to lurk or chat. Both are obviously completely fine. Oh, I've been up this way. Okay. Oh, wait. The chest. The chest. Right, so we've got one there, one there, and then didn't I... Oh, can you go away, please? Oh, where's the other one? Because there was one there, one there. Batwell just died. Oh, no! Not Mr. Batwell. Ooh! Excuse me, bitch. Can I throw a spear at it? No. Fuck you. Oh, that did absolutely nothing. Wonderful.
Flying away.
Strike
Good.
and retreat tactics. Smart.
Right, 1, 2. So where's the one that I burned the stuff off? Oh, 3. Can I hit it with this? No. 1, 2, 3. Fucking bastard! I knew that was gonna happen. Right. Anyway, we'll try again. Come on. So they stay off for quite a while. One, 2. Three. Ah, no, no. No. Ah, the planet. 3. Ah. Good thing I kept my cool, right? We got a horn. Horn of blood. Okay. So, as I was. Any more chests? Oh, this looks like a fight. Take that. Ooh.
How's the shield holding up, lad?
It's good. I always knew Sindri was a great blacksmith, but this
Right,
magical
we've
shield
definitely been that way.
just feels natural.
The shield is well made.
We came from this way?
With skill.
Thanks.
Yes, we've been this way. Okay, onto the boat bit. Hey. Where'd it go? Did you see a twirl bit there, yeah?
The dragon's here!
Yes, I have eyeballs. Thank you, child. Ah, fuck you.
It's leaving!
Take this and some of this and a bit of that. Yeah. One down. One to go. Whoopah! And stay out. Oh shit! Wrong. Oh. Yeah. So I feel like I'm missing something very obvious here. Which is normally the case. So, you know, let's not all be surprised here. Oh!
Wait,
hello?
over here!
What do you want?
Speak.
The day this valley was destroyed, my spirit, it was torn, split in two. Part of me, it lies out there with my remains. Perhaps if this brooch was whole again, it would uncloud my mind. I could find peace.
What do you remember of the day you died?
Everything is hazy. I remember I was nervous. This brooch. I planned to propose to my beloved. Please, I beg you, restore me.
Hello,
Restore my
Necro.
memory.
How are you, my
Then I
dear?
can tell you
Son
all I
of
know
dad
that
ain't
day.
too bad. Or dad of son.
Where are they?
It's
I
pretty
was
fun.
looking
See what I
out
did there?
Upon the valley.
I'll see myself
and the
out.
ground.
Money don't jiggle jiggle.
Tried to dodge a
Always
healer
like to see
as
you
it
wiggle
collapsed.
wiggle, for sure.
Okay.
Stop it. Legit.
Why did they model the butthole of the horse?
Why wouldn't they?
I'm not going to ask questions of the devs, but I need to point out
The
that every horse
Leviathan
has an
froze
asshole.
that lightning.
Where are
Yeah.
you
I think
going?
Mother was,
Okay.
you know.
Claude, your horse is...
It means nothing.
Claude?
We do not know that Faye was here.
True. But
Claude,
that
your
frozen
horse is
boat tells
Jesus.
an
It can walk...
unfinished
Oh, never
story.
mind.
If
Oh,
we want
now
to
it's a
know what really
submarine.
happened here, we need to know what that spirit remembers.
Claude, your horse disappeared.
Then
You
we
want to
go.
go get it or something? You know what? I don't care. It's his horse. It's not my problem. Much real. It just turned into a U-boat. His horse turned into a U-boat. It's like, I'm gonna go after that slaughterfish. Fuck y'all.
Yeah!
I'm done with this place. Gone. Drowned itself.
How are you? How's your weekend been? Where am I going? This way? This way seems like an option.
I think I need new socks.
What has happened?
Horses in
They're wet.
oblivion. Don't give a fuck.
They
Well,
will
of
dry.
course they don't.
You know, I just
Why
knew you
would
were
they?
gonna say that.
Then why did you ask?
I'm really not sure.
They will dry.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
That's me with kids. Oh, but this my socks are wet. You'll be fine. Also, me with wet socks having a full-on fucking meltdown because ew, wet socks.
No doubt
I'm
about
good.
it. Just, like
Just
the frozen
handing
lightning
out
bolt
now.
in Midgard.
Yet
Off to
I
work
have
for the
never been
day.
here.
And now I'm sat to work.
Curious.
Oh, what are you doing? Wet socksy curls, microfiber cloth feel. See, I don't actually mind microfiber cloths, which is apparently a rarity. But wet socks, no. I would rather, like, I don't know, punch a nun or something in order to not have wet socks. I know a lot of people don't like the microfiber cloth. However, I suppose my version of a microfiber cloth would be like, do you remember felt? Like felt and really rough wool and stuff. That I fucking hate that. Amy thinks it's hilarious because we'll go into like shops, like we've got like Primark over here, or places that sell, you know, blankets and things like that. And she'll be like, oh, try this blanket, it's lovely. It will feel like death to me. And I will immediately have to touch something soft in order to cancel out the disgusting feeling of the fabric. And she thinks it's hilarious. It's like her favourite shopping pastime, I suppose.
Something is wrong with this kill. Dragons do not leave marks like these.
We've seen those marks before in the Valendar mines. Remember?
Oh, I don't think I
Used to
could
be a
do
soul
it.
eater around here. I can hear the animals.
So I'm safe from you. Yes, you are. That and the thousands of miles between us.
Soul Eaters hide in plain sight.
But yeah, no, it's I can't do it. Extra security. Yeah, it's like some places you can rob a bank with a bagel because people are scared of gluten. For me, you can keep yourself safe with a wool blanket because I don't like the feel of it. Oh, that was a shot right in his head. Oh, goodbye. Right, they go down in night, I think. So we can go that way when it's dark.
I see an altar up there. If we can reach it, we can change the time of day.
Boop. Yeah, you go get that kid. Oh, shit, I started a fight. I can't get it. Fine. Excuse me? Oh my god. Are you serious right now? Oh my goodness. If you could kindly fuck off, that would be amazing. You flappy bastard. Wow, you sent your kid to his death over there. I mean, to be fair, he's a little shit. So, I'm building character. I'm making him interesting. Just like my daddy did to me. Kill the flappy butt cheek. Why would I kill you? Why would I kill you? I thought we were friends. Ah. My dad just gave me childhood trauma. I mean, did that as well, yeah.
It's a sign we're on the right
That's
trail.
how he gave me character.
Close. I remember
Lots of
last time it
XP.
looked just like a pile of rocks at first.
Ah,
Lol joke, I'm not.
Best hold on to it until we can figure out what to do with it.
Ooh, look at that, birdie. Fuck you. You already had the XP boost with your spicy brain perk. I did, but then I like had a bonus XP round with the Faja. Can I open this? No? Okay, my bad. Sorry. Shouldn't have asked. Wait, can I do it with this? No? Okay, fine. Sorry. Shouldn't have asked. Alright, night time to go in there. Ooh, this I can kill though. Excuse me? No? What am I missing? Well, we've got to hit a certain spot?
Nah, typically those weak spots come in threes. Maybe there's another somewhere around here.
Well, that's not a weak spot, but... Shiny! Fuck you. Oh, look at that turtle! I deserve that. I was trying to look for another weak spot. I'm going to assume it's like on the other side. Oh yeah, I can see it on the other side. So if I leave them in there.
Watch out! Dragon!
I'm fine. You deal with the dragon. Ah! Yeah! Be gone. Oh, of course it should. And has spiders. Because, of course it does. It was at this moment she realised she was indeed not fine. Oh, I'm never fine. Never, ever, ever. Oh, that sounds pleasant. I got my tea now. Like you're fine, but not fine. Blah, blah, to you and all. Oh, I don't like fighting these guys, though. Where is it?
Her flesh. It's close.
You missed me dying a fair bit and then not dying and then getting lost. What tea do you have? Have a great dad and son stream. Thank you. Oh, tea. I ate too much. Nap time. Enjoy your nap. Did you pick the tea leaves yourself? You were gone for ages. I mean, sometimes making tea is a fine art. Okay, you wouldn't understand because you don't like it. With my wool blankie. You keep your wool blankie. You have fun with that. I'll stay over here with my fluffy fleecy oodie. So how do I get... So it said there was a thing up there to make it night, which fine, but I can't get up there. Am I being blind? There's two there. I grate my ginger, grow my lemons. Tea is nothing you shall rush if you want to enjoy it the way you like it. That is very true.
I'm fine, Father.
If the sickness is returning.
I swallowed a fly.
Ah.
Oh. Go! And we're gonna fight now.
Another gathering of Zeta.
You know what you have to do, brother? Release them.
Oh, hello.
My God! Okay, it's happening.
Hello.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm! Wait! Everybody, calm down!
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you, Mr. Maxwell, for the raid. How was your game? And I'm going to turn you off the tabbed bit now because I don't need myself. Thank you. Uh-oh. Leave me alone. It was good. Good. Welcome in, raiders, for anyone that doesn't know who we are. I always feel a bit like Venom when I do that. Anyway, I'm Panda Pop. We are currently, finally, back on God of War. You can tell it's been a while because I'm crapper than usual. Sorry, I went to have a hiccup there. Generally, we play RPGs. Currently on a bit of a Monster Hunt thing. Do Monster Hunt Worlds on Thursdays and Wilds on Fridays and Saturdays. Oh, that's poison.
Hello there.
General Kenobi. What was that? Who are you? Ah! As you can tell, I keep my cool. Always. Not what I wanted you to do. Fine, I'll do it myself. Oh god, it's dead. Ah! Ads in 1 minute, thank you. We were playing Rise of the Ronin. It's pretty good, to be honest. Yeah, I'd catch it every now and then because I had it up on my phone because the laptop's upstairs. And I'd catch it every now and then. It looks like an awesome game, to be fair. Now, you listen here. You leave me alone. That's not how I kill you. How do I kill you? Like this? Like this. Fuck off. You are Panda. He is Kratos. He is Boy. I am Ollie. Don't get that twisted up. I can't promise anything, but I will do my best. Thank you, Kratos. I mean, Boy. I mean, Ollie. Ollie. So how far are you in Rise of the Ronin then? What's the crack? Sledge, hello.
I was. The scroll. There was a message.
Finally, in the Panda stream.
And Thor, I must remember.
I don't like how that sounds.
Sledge turned up with his lack of wood.
If I had a webcam, I'd pull a face.
Tell us, what is the last thing?
But he didn't have a webcam, so there was never a face pulled. Arnold, how are you?
And there were these red trees. Please, help me.
I'm not
regain
sure,
my
to be
memory.
honest, but there's a very
I can
big
tell you what I
open
know
world
about
with
that
cats. Oh, you can collect cats. Oh, I need that game. I need that
Were
game.
the Vanir fighting the Aesir in this valley?
Aye. A battle the Vanir would eventually lose.
Oh,
What does the
Thank you, love.
thing have to do with this conflict?
There's only one way to find out, brother. We keep looking.
It's very quiet. Oh wait, I don't think it's about to be though.
This feels like a Dead by Daylight map.
Oh man, this one is such.
That was fabulous. How are you all doing? How's your Easter weekend been?
My message. Have you found it?
They're cute. Oh, you get to hug them. Oh my goodness. I need that game. I need it. How's it going? Hope you've had a good day. It's going well, thank you. I did have a good day, actually. How's your day been? Were people hyper from chocolate consumption and all that jazz? Can I not go through that door? Can I not? Well, fine. Suck your mum. Or whatever it is. Shit. What shit? What shit? Your weekend. It's not been that bad.
Triss,
Come on
I
now.
saw Durlin again too. After we forged
It
the
could have
spear,
been worse.
Odin appeared. He had Durlin with him, threatening him, as if
It's
he
been
knew
good.
I
Just
would know
woke up
him.
from a nap with one of the
Odin
puppies.
knew all
Oh,
along.
how are the puppies,
And
by the
while
way?
we were pretending not to know each other.
And did you finish
he was
making the
pretending
Easter
not to see
house?
through us.
I've been leveraging dad
Really is a
tax.
good
My
line.
kids' chocolate's my chocolate, them's the rules. Well, you've got to check to make sure it's not poisoned, in all fairness. They're the rules that we have with the kids. We have to make sure it's not poisoned. It's our job as adults. They'll understand when they're older. You did finish it. Good. Did you find out what biscuit it was made from? I had my money on shortbread because I know you said it wasn't ginger.
Great. Now we can move the sun and moon.
This place has looked better.
Thanks for grabbing that for us.
Nope. 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 I think he finished the nap as well. Yeah. It tastes like a sugar cookie, but had the texture of a shortbread. Oh. I mean, kind of weird, but it sounds kind of nice too. Welcome back from the ads, everybody that had them. Thank you for sticking around. I appreciate you. I also understand if you didn't, because I hate ads. Where's my face gone? I had to send it off to the dry cleaners. I just couldn't be bothered to put any makeup on it.
Let's make something then.
So I was like, do you know what? I've got a cute emote that's drinking a cup of tea. I'ma do that instead. Ooh. Yeah, send it to the dry cleaners.
Oh, so I'm just some clodhopper?
Yes, yes you are. But you're my favourite clodhopper. Look at you. You little blue bastard. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I really am looking forward to the discounted chocolate tomorrow. Everyone that spent all this money on all these eggs, I'm going to be like, oh, I got that for 50p. And then I'm going to get the diabetes. Is it wrinkle-free when it comes back? I fucking wish. Jesus. Oh, hello. Your ass is hanging out. Thought you should know. Puppies are about to turn 11 months. 11 months already. I had to lurk in bearded dad's room because... Excuse me. Because one dug a hole under the fence. And the neighbour's American Pitbull who isn't spayed. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Is the puppy okay? It's alright. My money subsides your pursuit of post-Easter chocolate. That's fair. Maybe he wants his ass to hang out. I mean, you know, everyone to their own. If you want to get your cake out, you do so. Don't let me stop you. Anyway. Nope, wrong button. That is not run. That is not run. We are not on that game. That is not run. I said subsides. I read subsidizes, but I said subsides. Yep, that happened. Moving on. I read it correctly, I just didn't read it out loud correctly. How very unlike me to not read chat properly. Well, there's a bit over there. I would like to get over there, please. Mine are both neutered. Oh, good. He was fine, but was a bit startled because he bit off a bit more than he could chew. She's a bit older, like 18 months, but I'll put me to. Oh, bless. Going ass out is kind of nice. The neighbours don't appreciate it, apparently. No, mine don't either. But then my response to that is normally stop looking in my window. I'd appreciate it. Of course, you'd appreciate it. Thank you, dragon. Oh, maybe not. How am I meant to tell you to clean them if I'm not looking in them? Okay, you've got me there. I mean, you could at least clean them while you're looking in them, you know what I mean? Do a cripple a favour. God. Take that! And some of this! Never mind. Take that, you piece of shit! Smaug Jr. sitting on the rock, innit? The outside spot and clean. It's not, you missed a bit. Oh, can I open this now? Yay! Mind you, I suppose that could have been the harm assist. He's not very good at window
They were
cleaning.
also intelligent dwarves who had been transformed into dragons.
Ooh, chest!
Still.
He added that bit after peeking through. Could have cleaned it off. Christ. Oh, shit, I didn't think that... Ah. Oh, it's okay, I can go back up. Haha. Giving away my secrets. I wish I could play this. How come you can't play it? Do you not have it? Or is it not available on certain platforms? Xbox, ah. I wonder if they'll eventually bring it over to Xbox, because I think the new Xbox that they're bringing out, there's going to be some kind of feature where you can actually end up playing PlayStation games, and I think it's through a deal with Steam. So I don't know if that'll extend back over or not.
Returned your scroll, Spirit.
And I am whole again.
Ooh,
now
chest!
I can deliver my message.
I know!
Your commander is long dead.
They are really fun games, though. The one before this, I haven't played the original ones. I do have them.
The valley.
Hang on, I'll wait a minute.
It's too late now.
Don't worry.
Yep.
We're handling the Aesir.
Now, tell us what you know of that day.
I remember walking into a mead hall, and Thor was there.
Do you know why he was there?
There were whispers he was looking for a Vanir military outpost. I didn't want any trouble, so I got out quick.
Well,
That's
that went
the
well
last
for
I
you
saw
then,
of
didn't it?
him. But maybe there are others who saw more.
Perhaps, perhaps.
I wonder if Thor was meeting someone at the mead hall.
Whoa. You think Thor was meeting Mom there?
They never drank with me, and she would not have with him.
Sometimes we never really know the ones we love, brother.
Didn't tell him that. He's grumpy as it is. If that happens, PS will pull all their games off Steam. I thought that, to be honest. Because you know what they're like. I prefer console, but I need to move to PC. I mean, you can always still use your controller in your PC if you go through Steam. I think Duchess was saying... no, it wasn't Duchess that was saying it. Someone was telling Duchess. Even in games that aren't meant to like be programmed for certain controllers, it'll Steam will override it so you can play the game.
Oh, how dare you, laddie?
Oof, that was so Scottish. That was so Scottish. Oops. But yeah, I've never played the original. I think it was 3. I've got them. I try to play more games on controller due to injuries. Yeah. That is understandable, media. I didn't do it. Leave me alone.
Here.
I can see that.
Flying back to its lair. I hope Birger can hold on a little longer.
God, can you make your mind up? Is it here or is it leaving? Gosh, golly. I need to stop pressing that button straight out. Well, no, I don't, because technical... Woo! Hello? How many fireworks does this person have? Like, they must have brought a bag, like a cart. I'm expecting Gandalf-style stuff here. Chest! Whoop! Poison. Ah, saw you that time. Right. Run, run. Whoa! Well played. Where the... Oh! No! Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. I have no health. Oh, you do. Ooh. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no! For the record, I think you're an asshole. Shit the bed. That is not a nice move. Fireball! Nope. 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 Fuck. I wonder what I'm meant to do with that. Ow. I'm gonna die! Ooh! Yay! Nope. Ooh! Yeah!
He carried some writing. Grab it,
Oh,
would you?
yeah!
You did it!
Travelers
You
were
did
told
it!
by
I
exploring
knew
the
you
nine
would! I
realms
just
and
knew
beyond,
you
they'd
would!
find a way into paradise.
Thank you!
By whom?
Someone calling themselves the Blind Guest.
Odin.
Sounds like a bastard, doesn't it?
Okay.
Bet we can get into that Revenant camp now.
Oh. Take that. Mine.
Another one of those mysterious crystals.
Life! Oh, this looks like a terrible idea. Okay. Oh, it sounds like a really, really, really bad idea.
Got him cornered!
All the regret. All the regret. Wow! I'm going down. Oh my goodness, really?
You can do it!
Thanks. Ow. Oh my goodness. Oh, if you could like not, that would be great. No, now I'm not. Now I'm on fire. Now I'm on fire. Oh my god, stop getting set on fire, you daft git. No, I do not. But thank you. Oh god. Oof. You're an asshole. But maybe you should get out of the fire, stupid. Woohoo! Did you see that? Oh, don't look at that. Oh god. Help! Ow. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Fuck. Get him, Daddy! I didn't do it. I don't wanna. Okay. Oh. That was pointless.
Got him cornered.
Ow. Fireball. Shouldn't work on a dragon, but I don't care. Ow. Jesus. Oh, that went well, didn't it? You hit its attacks better without... Jesus Christ, man, leave us alone? What the fuck? Okay, we'll try that again. Get him cornered, he just... cornered. I couldn't even get him to stop and fucking take an inhale there. Christ. Anyway, moving on. The kid said it. I don't listen to the kid. I was busy getting fucking destroyed. Shut up.
Got him cornered.
Ah! Take that, you big bastard. Ow. So. Ow. 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 I just stepped in fire. I'm gonna die. I did. Right, hang on. I said got, not get. What? Now I'm just confused and dead. Thank you, Funky.
Got him cornered.
Ow. Ow. Yeah! Shit. I really need to stop getting set on fire. Ah, no. No. Fuck's sake.
You can do it!
No can. Yes can. Thank you. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. 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 Go. Go. No. No. Motherfucker. We were so close. Thank you. Thank you, I know. Share my pain. Right, okay. I got cocky. It's fine. I'll probably die straight away this time. Thank you, Funky. Right, take your time. We have not got him cornered, kid. What part of this looks like we have him cornered? Right, I need to back off from there or something. I wonder if the shield will work. Ow. Well, it didn't quite work. But I'm not on fire, so... Out. Out. Fuck off. Nope, on fire again. Oh, nope, rolled into that one. Oh. Right, this bit I do not appreciate. Fuck you! No, 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 no. No. Find health, find health, find health! That went well, didn't it? Shit. Shit. What? Oh, yes, child. Fuck you. You big lizard. Oh my goodness. We win!
Now we just gotta find Birger.
That's what I was trying to say.
We should see
Don't
if
like
there are
being
other dragons to hunt out in the crater. If we're gonna be, you know.
You
doing
did
the hunt.
it! You did it! I knew you would! I just knew you would!
Right. I'm hoping that's just one of them fucking lizards and not a boss. Please just be a lizard. Yes! It's just a lizard. I know it's not a lizard, but I'm calling it a lizard. Okay? It's a lizard right now. You beat me to that sound.
I'm back. Don't mind me. I know you don't want me around.
I did not say that.
Aww.
You don't need to. The boss sends me out the most often, and I know why. I'm unbearable.
You are watching a master at work.
You are not my enemy.
Thank you.
You are irrelevant. A stranger.
So, you don't despise me?
I do not feel one way or the other.
That's honestly kind of a relief. I mean, yeah, you're a stranger to me too. Why should I care what you think?
Now
Yeah, you tell him.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
Master Kratos. I'm glad to know we do not care about each other. Get bent.
I don't know if
Yeah.
that was necessarily the best lesson, but what do I know?
I applaud you for being nice to the squirrel. Well done, Mr. Kratos. You missed. Oh, never mind. I tell a lie.
Another
Right,
crystal.
we're now on
Let's
the
hold on to it
3 hour
until we can
marker.
figure out what to do with it.
So, I'll at least go up here first. And then we'll find someone to raid. Can I go up there? Oh, yes. Oh, chest!
Over here.
Oh, thank God.
Many thanks.
No, thank you. You saved
The
us
fact
back
that
from the
he is
boat.
the same height as us and he's down on his knee.
Foolish.
Yay, G, you made it!
Nearby,
Hello!
but I have no stone for it.
We do.
How are you?
I can't believe you survived that fall. How'd you do it?
I rolled. Talk later.
Hang on, because it has to be done. Tired, just woke up. Well, at least you slept well.
Taken down.
No scope, yes, but sweet.
Oh, I don't want to fight that. That looks so
Clip it.
pretty. Please say I don't have to fight that. It looks pretty. Friendly? Please be friendly.
Big man, boss needs your help coaxing this stag back to the World Tree. The boss needs your help, mind you. Not me. I'm doing great. Got a belly full of stag feed. Living life, but yeah. Talk to him back at the realm between realms when you got a moment.
Hello. How are you doing? Isn't that gorgeous? Look at it. That is so pretty. I'll help you back to the tree. Don't you worry. What's that? Oh. It is, isn't it? It's pretty. Don't mind me. Oh. That's what I tried to break earlier. Okay. So, to the door we go. And then we save and then we raid. Yay!
I have no need for this. Maybe I'll see you back at the camp.
And under different circumstances, one hopes.
Well, with Birger safe, we can get out of here. Or explore some more, if you wanna.
Alright, we're gonna go here.
I wanted to tell you. I read something in Odin's library about what Gjallarhorn is supposed to do. If blown by a god, it sounds through all the realms and harmonizes the space between them. Blow it somewhere like Tyr's temple, and it would be like opening up all the realm travel towers at once.
It's quite a vulnerability. Wonder why he didn't just destroy it.
Some artifacts defy destruction.
Well, we should make Freya aware of this.
Doot, 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 doot. Squirrel.
Get over here! The boss has something for you.
Nope. Hello.
How lucky. I have need of your help.
As you ask.
They look quite healthy.
Speak.
The tree has become rather overgrown. And if it grows too wildly, the branches risk getting too heavy and falling, which is not ideal considering they hold all the realms.
I am no gardener.
What an absolute shock. No, I do not require any horticultural skills from you, but I would ask that you keep an eye open for the stags of the 4 seasons. They normally
Oh, so that would have
graze
been
upon the
winter
tree
then.
and keep it tidy. Unfortunately, Bitter decided it would be funny to trick Arrogant into releasing them. If you happen to find the stags during your travels, I would greatly appreciate assistance in bringing them home. I would have one of my spectral squirrels do it, but they, well, keep eating the feed I give them. Consequence of it being the most delicious food in all the 9 realms, I suppose.
We have seen these
That's, I
stags.
suppose, yeah.
Great. Then all you need is some feed. Once you've found a stag, the feed should calm them down. Then one of my spectrals will guide them back here. And, don't eat the feed, please.
I will not.
Vigilance asked me if I was too chicken to release them. But I am in fact not chicken-like whatsoever. So as you can see, I had no choice.
Yes, of course. What else could you have done?
Oh, the reason it didn't work
While
is
normally
because
this would be a
I've put it.
Fimbulwinter prevented the stags
You've
from
got an
returning,
option in your
and now
actions
they
where you
have
can
lost
halt any
scattered
raids for an
parts
hour.
unknown.
I tend to put that on 30 minutes before I stop streaming now, just in case. Sorry about that, my dear, but I appreciate that you tried, though. Thank you. That was my fault, though, not your fault. Right, so let's have a look. Save. How did you stream go? Sindri's house, right? Sindri's house, Sindri's house. Hang on, I'll just hop over to le chat. Shit in so many words. Oh, I'm sorry. That is a shame. Hopefully the next one will be a bit better for you. Right, who should we raid, eh? Better be. I'm sure it will be. We all end up having days where stream just does not go the way we want it. In any way, shape, or bloody form. Ooh, so let's have a look. I'll follow your raid. Thank you very much. So we have Valheim. Once Human. Repo. Final Fantasy 14. Rivals. Marvel Rivals, sorry. And that's our lot. Does it, or if anyone has a suggestion on someone that we can raid. What are we thinking? Has anyone got a preference on any of those games that I read out? If you need us to go through them again. Out of the box. Who's out of the box? Oh, someone new. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Filter by tag. Thank you. What tag am I choosing? Well, I've went for the same category at the minute just to see what it was, but I keep the tag to English. It's the only tag I use. I'm going to look for similar in size or smaller. See if that helps. Well, there's Once Human again. Let's go here. Well played. Thanks. Okay, so let's have a look here. We're going... I hope this is
That's
up on
why
this
I double
page.
check places. Now we've
It is
got the
good.
security key card. And that's when he knew he had his last meal.
There we go. So we're going to raid
Give us
Eagle.
a thumbs up as he died. How cool was that?
There's the subscriber message without all the daftness, because I still haven't fixed that yet. I know. Terrible. Thank you everyone for being here with me tonight. I have enjoyed this. Well, I haven't been on this in ages. Didn't die as much as I thought I was going to, so that's a win. Yeah, that is a win. We will be back on Thursday to see everybody. I will be able to see yous in chats or other streams. Oh, thank you guys. Hi, Gee. And bye, Gee. But until next time, I will see you guys in chats and in your streams if you happen to stream. I am rather fond of you, and I shall see you later. I'll see you in about 5 minutes. Bye, everybody. Thank you.